This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for the month of October 2018. We have a look at the big energies here that will touch on most of your lives in one way or another. For some of you, it will tell the entire story. But if you'd like a personal private reading or that truly wonderful soulmate reading, or even a weekly heads-up reading for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. As you will see in the next picture, this is an example of what will be sent to you along with a recorded reading for your star sign for each. This is the weekly forecast for the week of 10th to the 17th of September 2018. We're first going to have a look at those fated elements that will touch on all of your lives in some way this week, or the entire story will apply to you, it just depends. Then we will look at the tarot cards and we will finish up with a relationship reading. Reversing the order of things just for a change. Right, so the fated elements that come in this week is the bell, the frying pan, the ladder, clouds, and four-leaf clover. So this part of the reading would be quite similar to what you would receive if you had a subscription to a weekly star sign heads up. What I'm doing here, though, is for all the star signs, I just look at the bigger energies, whereas for each star sign, I would pinpoint which particular energy was applicable to the star sign for that week. So, the bell says there's an announcement. The frying pan says trouble, accusations. The ladder says it's climbing towards success. The cloud says it's a temporary problem. The four-leaf clover says great good fortune. So, it's kind of a seesaw effect, isn't it? The bell says there's an announcement. Someone says something, your company says something, your family announces something, your spouse announces something. The frying pan says this isn't as well received as the announcement probably intended to be. Or the people who get the announcement don't like it. Whatever it is, it's not well received. Yet, the ladder says this is actually the road to success. So this announcement steers everybody in a different direction, and that direction has success written in it. There will be temporary problems, no doubt. Obviously, if there's resistance and we don't like what the announcement was, it does cause problems. However, the outcome of this is great good fortune. So it'll be very interesting for all of us to see just what that story is all about this week. Now, the tarot cards give us a little bit more insight into what that was about. Well, at least I think they do. It's the Nine of Fire, the Two of Earth, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Fire. So the Nine of Fire says, don't immediately take action. So when that announcement comes in, don't jump on the first thing you can think of, because you're now possibly a bit annoyed, possibly a bit upset, possibly a bit surprised. If you're not the one making the announcement, could be. Just wait, because it says, hang on a moment. Just watch a bit, wait a bit, keep your eye on whatever's happening, because there's probably more to come, or one is not seeing the possible good fortune that this announcement has attached to it. That Two of Earth speaks about the fact that being adaptable to change. So it's a case of being flexible when changes come in. You've planted your seeds, you will reap the harvest of them. Just be flexible as to what comes in. It also says, try not to make work and play so black and white. Take some joy in what you do for work. Bring some play into that as well. I think it's if you bring a slightly more light-hearted attitude into the work sector, you will find that you are more flexible, and that harvest of those seeds that you planted will come along more easily. The Hanged Man says, obviously, a new perception, idea. I want to say lookout. Isn't that interesting? It's almost as if you're down in the valley and you hear rumblings, you're going to get panicked and worried. And if you stand up on the mountain and you look down and you see the rumblings is actually a thunderstorm coming to bring much needed rain to the area. I use something which is prevalent to my area, obviously. So it's that kind of feeling that I'm getting. You just need to look at things from a different angle. And when you do, you're actually going to see the opportunity in this. Because the Ten of Fire says, this is actually the opportunity to clear out of your life obligations and burdens that have been with you for quite a while and you have had no way to get rid of them. So whatever this announcement is, whatever happens, ultimately it's going to rid you of burdens, despite the fact that you can't possibly be seeing that right now. It may be a case that you won't see that that's going to be the outcome, but that will be the outcome. As unlikely as it might be for some of you to imagine at this moment. Where relationships are concerned, we get religious factors, reconciliation, flirt, and very soon. We have been for a while now where religious factors is concerned, which for me, when I put them into readings, when I see them in the spread, is about our core beliefs. What it says on the card is your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. That's a very bare bones kind of explanation. More in-depth explanation, more levels to that is your belief system, regardless of whether it's religious. It's got to do with your upbringing, definitely, and your experiences in life have created core beliefs where relationships are concerned. And these are something which we've all been coming up in a big way in the last few years. The planetary alignments of the last 7 to 11 years have been very much about that. They've been banging us up against those core belief systems. And the more stuck we were in them, the harder the lessons were. And trust me, I experienced it myself. So I'm not sitting here looking at all of you saying, yes, you've gone through all that because you didn't. I didn't learn easily either. Sometimes we don't even know what our core beliefs are. And it takes some deep, hard lessons for us to finally come up against those inner truths, which we may have been completely unaware of. Reconciliation says someone from your past is returning to your life. I think for a lot of you that is the case. And it's not necessarily a past love or a past partner even. It's an energy from the past. It could very possibly be somebody you have known for a while and they're sort of circling back into your life again. You need not have had a relationship with them. It can also be someone who is very similar to someone you have been with in the past. That relationship fell apart because at the time, the core beliefs got in the way. I'm simply going to put it like that. The flirt says extend your light-hearted energies to other, and very soon says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I think this time around with this relationship, be it that you're in a relationship and you're actually finding that you reconcile with that person, you find a new meeting of minds and souls with one another, the energy is lighter. We are perhaps learning to extend a lighter energy to relationships and not to burden it with our baggage of the past. We all have it. Bar none. There's no one that doesn't have it. It's not possible. It's part of the learning curve here. But we're kind of learning, this is my baggage. Whoa, let me not do that kind of thing. So we put a lighter energy out there. And we are I think many of you that watch these videos are far clearer about what it is that you truly need in your life. Want and need can sometimes be different things. But you've actually realized what it is that you truly need. And when you do, you start finding that very soon it starts coming into your life. Those energies are definitely shifting in that way this week. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you would like a personal private reading, I'm just going to repeat again, or that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. You can either email or go to the website and book or purchase a reading. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And also to those of you that are sharing my videos, a very, very special thank you. I truly appreciate it.